From the Channel 4 studios in Boston, this is WBZ News at 6.
Right now, an 18-year-old is being charged in the East Bridgewater crash that killed 4 of his classmates. All 4 victims were student athletes at Stoughton High School. Good evening, I'm Katie Brace.
And I'm Ken MacLeod. Prosecutors now say that the teen who was behind the wheel in that crash was driving under the influence of marijuana. 17-year-olds Christopher Tessier, Eric Sarblaw, and David Bell, along with 16-year-old Nick Joyce, all died in the crash on May 19th. Driver Naquan Hamilton was the only survivor. The Plymouth County District Attorney says a grand jury returned indictments against Hamilton on Friday for vehicular manslaughter and homicide by OUI and reckless driving. Prosecutors say Hamilton was driving recklessly and high when the car slammed into a tree. Hamilton was 17 at the time of the crash and is being charged as a juvenile.
New video tonight shows the Coast Guard lifting a fisherman to the hospital after he fell off a scallop boat. The Guard says a 25-year-old man fell overboard and into the water this morning about 2 miles off the coast of Provincetown. Well, he then got tangled up in fishing gear. The man was able to free himself, and his crewmates were able to get him out of the water. Coast Guard helicopter then flew him to a hospital in Hyannis, where at last check he was in stable condition.
A Medford man says a thief took everything out of his car except the night vision dash camera that caught him in the act. John Hickey says this is video of a man breaking into his car earlier this week. However, he says police haven't yet been able to identify the thief. Officers say they're investigating a number of car break-ins in Medford and neighboring towns. City Hall Plaza was set to be filled with a music-loving crowd this weekend, but instead, it sits empty. The plaza was supposed to play host to the Angry Orchard Rock the Roots concert, but organizers pulled the plug yesterday.
Fans from around the country came to Boston to see some of their favorite bands, and they tell WBZ's Paul Burton they are frustrated to see the festival canceled with such short notice.
I'm bummed. I'm very bummed.
Fans are upset at Angry Orchard after they abruptly canceled a concert set for Saturday on City Hall Plaza with 1 day's notice. Angry Orchard is owned by the Boston Beer Company.
I was originally, really upset. I was looking forward to it, and it kind of, it's hard when you're planning a full trip around just an event.
Many fans like Heidi from New York and Remy from South Carolina flew in from out of town to see their favorite bands, Milky Chance and Young the Giant, perform.
I drove here for 5 hours with the windows down, blasting Young the Giant.
They're my 2 all-time favorite bands, and I took off of work to come up here. I found out right before boarding my plane that the thing was canceled.
The company posted on Facebook that the Harvest Fest Rock the Roots music festival is canceled due to unforeseen circumstances. Festival goer Dominic Case flew in from Florida with his wife.
I understand that things happen, but without a reason, it's tough for us to, understand.
Mayor Walsh's office said they were notified yesterday of the cancellation by the organizer without any real clear definition as to why. The only silver lining in all this is that concert goers will at least get their money back for the tickets they bought.
We're getting our ticket money back, but, we can't get our flight money back.
Tickets range from $55 to $90, not including airfare and hotels. Overall, how much do you think this whole thing cost you?
Close to $500 because my flight was about $350.
We did speak with one organizer who was extremely apologetic and said they had no choice but to cancel the concert because they could not provide the level of experience that fans expected and deserved. In Boston, I'm Paul Burton, WBZ News.
Well, they would have had
Yes.
great weather.
It has really been a spectacular day, Jacob. And is this going to continue as we go through the holiday weekend?
We are going to see some really nice weather as we extend into our Labor Day weekend. 74 was our high officially in Boston, but as soon as you get away from the water, it was actually very comfortable. We were in the middle to upper 70s to near 80 degrees today. We did have quite a bit of sunshine too, especially the beaches. They had a lot of sunshine. We're going to continue that into tomorrow. The rain that we see off to our southwest, that stays to our southwest heading into tomorrow. Monday, maybe a sprinkle here or there, but most of us remain dry over the next couple of days. We do have 60s overnight, 50s as you go north and west of town, and tomorrow we're back into the middle 80s in some spots. Our Labor Day weekend forecast looking very nice. 85 for Sunday. By Labor Day, we're in the low 90s. The coastlines in the 80s. So we do have this nice stretch of days, that 90-degree start. is the start of our heat wave. As we look at the 7-day forecast in just a minute, we do have dry weather heading into tomorrow. A lot of sunshine up and down the eastern seaboard, but we do have a little bit of cloud cover starting to sneak in as we go into Monday. That's when we start to see a front move through. Could kick off some early morning showers, especially the South Shore, the Cape, the islands. I think most of us remaining dry, though, heading into our Labor Day Monday. We are watching the tropics, though. Two different systems. This system right here is now a tropical storm off the coast of Africa, Tropical Storm Florence. The good thing is still about a week away to the United States at this time. In fact, the track taking it a little bit, curving it towards the north, but notice Bermuda there. We'll have to watch Bermuda interest very, very closely. Now, the jet stream pattern setting up is one that has high pressure to our south. The flow around high pressure boosts those temperatures into the 80s and 90s over the next few days. Our 7-day forecast looks like this. Look at this. Monday, Tuesday, even into Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday, there's an off chance that we do hit 90 degrees if that sea breeze doesn't set up. But look at that. Humidity builds in for Tuesday, also into Thursday. That's our best chance for some rain over the next week. There's your very, very warm, almost hot, summer-like 7-day forecast. Guys, back to you.
All right. Thanks, Jacob. And thanks for logging on to CBSBoston.com.
Hope to see you tonight at 11 over on WBZ Channel 4 or at 8 on MyTV 38. We'll see you then.